Okay. Now what's going on? All right, you guys. I'm hoping this works, but I can't tell if it's not working because I have to go back. Hold on. I already was bragging about things. I'm going to hold on. Okay. So if you can hear me and you're on the new stream, yeah. Can you hear me, Laura? Not sure if good morning, Annette. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties. Oh, okay. Well, this is probably because of our weather. And so I can't really do anything about it. My voice is vibrating. I don't know that it will do that for the recorded portion. So I would have found, but it's weird. Your voice is static. It's not clear. Okay, that probably has to do with my internet, which, as you guys know, yeah, you guys know I have a new internet that's it is super windy out, like incredibly windy out, so crazy. So we'll soldier on because that's what we do, right? That is exactly what we do. And as I was saying that you guys didn't hear me, I was so like proud of myself saying, "Oh, I kind of figured out um this internet thing." It's like, "No, I haven't." um all right. So, today is Monday, January 17th. It is also Martin Luther King's Day of Service. That's what the official name of it. It's a day of service. I like to do MLK uh, projects, but there aren't that many. And so I was thinking about doing a mug, but maybe with a quote of his, but I didn't have enough time yesterday to do that. So that will maybe come up because it also turns into Black History Month after that. So we'll be on the lookout for something like that, okay? So good morning to everyone. This is Rita from Miss Rita the Rescue. This is if you're new. I don't always sound like this. But we're having some, I think, internet problems because of the terrible rainstorm with a ton of wind that we're getting. And so we are going to just press on. A couple of announcements before we get started. One is we do have a brand new winner for the Cricut BrightPad Go, and I will announce that later on in the show. Also, we still have 3 winners to give away before the end of the month. So if you have not entered your name, today is as good a day as ever to enter it so that you can possibly win this $100 tablet from Cricut and me. So don't forget to get your name in. You can do that every single day just by subscribing to my channel. And once you've subscribed, you can just comment, like, or share any of my videos. So there is that. We do giveaways every month. A total of $500 worth of giveaways every single month, and there's always plenty of chances to win. And I hope that you're a winner. So definitely get your name in. So the other big announcement is that we just hit 18,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. I do hope you are one of those subscribers. If you're not, please subscribe. I'm trying to hit my goal. My end of 2021 goal was 18,000. So we did it, but we we made it like 2 weeks later. It was, it was a 2 week, right? 2 weeks. This happened on the 15th. So um, we hit that December year end goal of 18,000 2 weeks later. Now we're on and we're moving towards 20,000, which I want to do by April. I hope I can make that happen. And I need you. I need you. I need you to, yay. I'm so excited. And, if people are like concerned, oh, it's going to get to, I don't have AirPods on the earpods. I know, Toby, I know it's a problem with, I think, my internet, not on to 20,000. I think it's a problem with my internet. I'm so sorry. It might not record this way. So if you can't take that, come back and watch the replay. So we hit the 80,000. Now we're on to 20,000. When we hit the 20,000, I'm going to do a special giveaway, because and maybe it will include a Cricut cutie, a Cricut cutie. Yeah, it's the weather. Yeah, I want to keep going. It's been going really, really well, and I'm so glad. And if you are new, or you just subscribe, whatever, come and say hello to my friends. These are the best people. You gotta meet them. They're so much fun. They're so sweet, and you will make long-term friends here, and also learn about your Cricut. So there's that. And if I can continue on today, we will also do some viewer mail. Ron, I got your email. I forgot to reply, but I did get it. I refound it on Saturday when I was going through all the viewer mail. I have some viewer mail that I haven't shown you, including a couple of really lovely presents, one from Kathy and one from Nancy. So I want to show you that and some of the other cards that I've received at the end of it. Okay. So let's start this week out with Valentine's. We're going to be doing Valentine's, I guess, all week. It's officially Valentine's season, right? Because the 17th, it gives us a month to get all of our Valentines out and get our decorations up. So today we're going to do a really easy, you're going to be like, wow, that was so easy. A really, really easy card that looks so cool because we're doing it with vinyl. A lot of people have never tried vinyl on their cards. And what's kind of funny is that a lot of people get into Cricut for the vinyl, and then they hear about paper and they're like, oh, okay, paper. I never did that, but we're going to actually use vinyl with paper. So we are doing, I guess, an official multimedia card. And this is a card that I put together. I'll show it to you, that we're going to make so easy. And it's just, this is all vinyl. And then I did vinyl on the inside. It says, love you with all my heart. So we're going to go over that today. And I'm going to show you how to put it together and also with some changes. Okay. So let's get started. I'm so sorry. Hi, everyone. I'm so sorry that we had a little bit we're having a little bit of an issue. If this really bothers you, I think it will record okay, and so you can come back for the replay if hearing my voice crackle is bothering. Okay. So all right, I wanted to create something really cool looking with my vinyl. I don't know about you guys, but I have a ton of vinyl, and I just don't use it enough. I guess it's like I don't need any more signs. And I suppose I should change out my corgi sticker on the back of my car. I do want to do that, but I just don't think of using vinyl all that much. And so I have accumulated an incredible mass of vinyl. So I started like 6 months ago, started using them more and more in my cards, and this is no exception. The vinyl works great. It can be replaceable. I'm sorry, the removable or the permanent kind of vinyl. It can be any kind of, like, if it's glitter or holographic or anything like that, can use for sure. But I find it looks more professional when we use the black, just simply because it's kind of black and white. So I created this card, and I will give you this card, and I'm going to show you what I did to make a change. So this is actually an image. I'm going to show you where to find it. So let me first save this. Oh yes, Roberta, did you watch Den Maker? She did that over the weekend. All right. Okay, so let's start from new. And by the way, Iron-On is coming. Iron-On is coming this week too. This is an Iron-On paper, but we're also going to do Iron-On a pillowcase. And this is glitter Iron-On. So that's on Wednesday. On Tuesday, we're doing this, which is a suspended. We're going to do it with a heart, but I did this one as a sample with a snowflake. So we're going to do that. And on Thursday, if I can get my printer working correctly, because it's not been working great, we're going to do a print then cut so we can make stickers and envelope seals from Miss Kate Cuttable. And then on Friday, we're actually going to be doing more than one Valentine card from Dreaming Treat. The first one is called Your Tweet, and I was looking at the others, so I'll let you know what those are later on in the week. Okay, so this one here is a paper card so you're going to need black. This is black, shiny. It's shiny black permanent Cricut vinyl, and then there's a couple of pieces of cardstock you'll need. I made a red, and then I needed the weight, and then you'll need something for this heart, and that's kind of it. Really super simple. 2 sheets of paper and some vinyl. You could, if you wanted to make a ton of these, this would be incredibly easy. If you're one of those kinds of people, maybe you want to sell it or something like that. So let's go in search of the image. We have a brand new canvas, so I'm going to go to image. The freebies are on Friday, are from Dreaming Tree. Yeah, I'm so excited about this week for some reason. I'm just like wicked psyched. So it should be a lot of fun. Okay, so we're going to go in search of this image, and it's it's a weird one to look for, but I found if you just put the letter X and the letter O, it could be upper or lowercase, twice. So XOXO. You will find in search, you will find a bunch of XOXO images. This one's one of my favorites, but there's a whole bunch here. And so I was looking at them, like a hugs and kisses. This one's an old favorite. And there it is. This is the one that I want to do. By the way, if you're just in the basic image search and you think, well, maybe I'll like something that's in the grouping, you can click on these triple dots right here and choose the hyperlink, view image sets. When you do that, it will bring you to a whole slew, and these are great. I love them. I love the paws in the shape of a heart. And these are just all kinds, hearts. Sometimes you want to get the most perfect one. So there's a lot here. And you see, I'm pressing on this little tag thing. That means I'm going to save it. It's like a bookmark. So when you come across an image that you don't need right away, but you want to remember, you can do that little bookmark. That's a fairly new feature. So, and I think you can save up to 1,000 images if you are I think it's 1,000 if you are a Cricut Access subscriber. So here's my image. I'm just going to click on that, and I would also I'm going to, you know what? I'll just add it to my canvas. Here we go. And then I started thinking, okay, I'm going to do that in the front. All right. And then I started thinking, I need something for the inside of the card. And so I went to, let's see, I'm going to type in, actually, I'm going to see if I can do this. I'm going to go to image stats and type in Miss Kate. I think that's where I got this from. No, it didn't work. Okay. Let me get out of here and go back to my canvas, do something else, go to my images and X out. Sometimes I have trouble with this whole thing. And I'm not getting to image set. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to type in love you. This is for the sentiment, okay? Oh, by the way, and I did put in the request and I did receive response back that they are going to redo that where you can see the image name set again. I did. Okay, so I found this one. I like this one. This one says, I love you. But I really want to show you this other one I got. So I'm going to be looking around for it. So there's tons of I love yous. And let's see if we can't find one that I liked because I was having trouble getting in through the image set. And I'm not having much luck. I think it came from this image set. See this I love you image set because it looks very similar. So I'm going to hit the triple dot. No, I don't want to. No, I don't want to delete it. It's asking me if I want to delete it. Oy, oy. Let's keep persevering. Today's about persevering, I guess. And it was really pretty little swirly bit that was multicolored too. And we'll find it. We'll find it because we know how. Maybe it's this. Somebody loves you. Maybe it's. I can find it through that. Let's try that. View image sets. This might be the Easter one. But oh, look it. Here we go. Here we go. Okay. Look at all these fabulous. This is going to be for next week, I think. All of these really cutesy images. All right. Let's go back to our canvas. We'll come back for the insert. Okay. So what we have here is an image that is actually 2 layers. It is black with 1 pink heart. And so when you go to cut this out, it will cut out in 2 different layers. Okay, but you want it to be on a sized card. Okay, Lola. Okay, Lola. I like 5x7. It looks pretty. So I'm going to do something. Lola, come on, baby girl. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add an image to the back, actually a shape. So I'm going to go over here to the left where it says shapes, and I am going to click on that, and I'm going to find a square because square's my favorite. All right, I'm going to give you a treat. Will you stop barking? There we go. All right. Okay. You happy now? Okay. So I'm gonna type. I'm gonna choose a square. And I'm going to make the square white. That's my first order of business, is making it white. And then I am going to unlock it right here, unlock it. And I am going to come up here to the size. You see that? And I'm going to make it 5x7. Okay, so this is for me a way to gauge how big the front of this card is going to be, 5x7. So now look at this. I want to show you this because a lot of people get hung up on this. You see, I added a new image, and now my old image is going behind there. That's easy to fix. Do not get alarmed. All you need to do is select the image that you want to change and choose this, arrange. When you hit arrange, you choose send to the front. So this is kind of like working on your desk, you know, and remember desktop publishing? That's what this is kind of like. And then we are going to try to size it to that 5x7. But you see, as I'm manually sizing it, it is kind of getting bigger. So I'm going to again unlock it right here. And rather than doing a specific size, I'm just going to sort of find something that looks good and fits. So to me, this looks pretty good. I might make it a little taller because I want it to be all in my card there. That looks pretty good. It's just bunches of kisses and hugs, you know? So there we go. So now, believe it or not, we just created the front of our card. Now we have to create the back or the inside of our card. So let's move that over, and we're going to go back to shapes. And while we're in shapes, we're going to choose this. That is a score line. And you used to be able to choose more than one, but so I'm going to choose the score line, come back, and choose that square again. So you see, here's my score line. I'm going to unlock this. I think I'll change it to red. All right, Benji. Now, Benji, I don't know. I'm going to change it to red. I'm going to make it 10 inches wide because it's going to be a 5x7 inch card, but it has to be folded, and 7 inches tall. Okay, then I have my, let's go to arrange, send to the front, and I have my score line. So to get the score line right in the middle, I'm just going to stretch out that score line, see. Then I'm going to select both the score line and the card base, and I am going to choose a line, not arrange, a line. Okay, so we're going to hit align and center. That is going to put my score line exactly in the middle of my card so that it's going to close okay. Now, once I've done that, I am going to select them both and going down here now to attach. It's a little paper clip. Once you do that, now you can move your card around and the score line will stay exactly in the middle. So just so you can kind of see how it's going to look, let's arrange, send this to the front and see how this goes. Arrange, send to front. So now this is the front of the card, and this is going to be the inside and back of the card. Now we need to go find that sentiment. All right, so we're going to go to images, and we are going to go, we have to figure out how to do the image sets. Okay, here we go. So the image set came from this wonderful, I got to show you this wonderful collection of image sets called Myth Kate Cuttables. Okay, that's a designer, Myth Kate Cuttables. If you do that and go to image sets, you'll find 30 different absolutely adorable image sets in all the different holidays, Halloween, Christmas, all the seasons, winter, spring, summer, fall, Easter, all of that. So I found, I think it's here in the Mickey Cuttables Valentine's Day. I think I found a great inscription. So let's see if I can find it here again. Now we're going to be using a lot of these images. See, this one says I love you, but I want the one that says the other thing. If I can't find it, I'm not going to waste a lot of your time. So let me check in some of these others. This one's Be My Valentine, which we're going to use some of these later, as I mentioned. Let's check. Oh, look at this. This is real cute. Okay, we can probably do that next week too. Oh my goodness. See, I get into so much trouble. So Valentine's Day love letters. Oh, let's see. So there's quite a few here. I'm just going to go back and choose this I love you because I don't want to waste too much time looking for the image. And it's just not showing up for me today. I don't know what the deal is. And the thing is, so how many, let's go in this one. This one I didn't go in. Love Letters is called. No, not here. Okay, that's okay. We're going to just bring that to the canvas. And we are going to resize it. I'm going to change the color to black because when I cut this out, I can just cut it out on one strip of vinyl. So let's see. What do you think? I think that's a good size. And there's our card. That's it, you guys. There's our card. So let's go ahead and hit make it. Okay, so there is the front of the card. That's going to be our first sheet of cardstock. I like to make 2 cards at once. And so you will see. Now, this I love you is not on the same thing as the X's and O. Why is that? Because the color black that I chose for the I love you is not the same color black as the X's and O's. So I could make this change on my mat for now by moving these here, moving these I love yous to this page. But I want to, so in the future, I want them to both be on the same mat. So I need to employ Color Sync. Color Sync is up here. It's like a separate column. This is the layers column. This is the Color Sync column. Now, when you look at that, you'll see, okay, I got red, I got white, and they have 2 colors of black. Believe it or not, there's 2 colors black. So what we're going to do is just drag this one over to the other one. Now, when we hit make it, you will now see, ta-da, there's my my vinyl, both pieces on the same mat. Isn't that cool? So again, I remember I like to do these 2 at a time. So I'm just going to double this up. Now I have these hearts, but these hearts are different than my color for my stop. They're going to be vinyl. This is going to be a card. So what I want to do is I want to move these hearts, and I'll do it this way this time. I'm going to just move the object, and I choose the plus sign because I'm adding a new mat. Okay, so I'm going to move that heart over here, and I'm going to do the same for the second heart. Triple dot, move object. I'm going to choose that. Now I have my 2 hearts on a separate mat, which is going to work out fine. Okay, so let's go to continue. All right. Now, when you are cutting out with vinyl, you have to choose a proper the proper setting. And if you're used to just choosing from your favorites, normally we choose medium cardstock or cardstock for intricate cuts, but now we're going to work on vinyl. So we're going to go to browse all materials, and you see here you can either scroll or you can use this drop down box, and we're going to use the drop down box. I'm going to choose vinyl. All right. And then we're going to decide which vinyl we're going to use. Well, today I'm going to just use, let's see here. I'm going to use for the black. This is a big roll of black glossy premium permanent vinyl that I got at Cricut on sale. It was such a great deal. Right? This is not smart vinyl. This is regular vinyl for the regular Explore, not the Maker or Explore 3, but for all other machines. So I'm just going to cut off. I already actually did cut off about 12 inches of it, you see, and I put it on my mat. And I'm going to choose premium vinyl. That's what it's called. It's premium vinyl. It says on the back. So I'm going to choose that one. But my little trick here, and it might not be necessary for you, but for me, I find when I change my pressure to more when cutting out vinyl, it makes it so much easier. So I always do my pressure to more. So let's go ahead and cut this out. I'm going to move you over so you can see. We won't cut out the entire thing today because we do have some samples, but I wanted you to see how this works. I did put it on a regular mat, and I cut this out already, and I'm going to show you how to put it together. But let's watch the machine for a little bit. All right, Lola, 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 come here, darling. Come here. I know. The weather bothers them. Okay, so it's cutting out my my premium vinyl, and it's giving it a little bit more pressure. So easy to do. Yes, this works on the Joy. It works on the Explorers. It even works on the Explorer 3 and the Maker 3 because it's not smart materials. All you need is a good mat to hold down your vinyl. Okay, so it's going to cut that out. While it's cutting it out, I wanted to announce the winner, the second winner of the Cricut BrightPad Go. Now remember, we have 5 this month. So there have already been one, Loretta, and the second winner is, and I think she's on, John Little. John Little. I think you're on, Don. I think I saw you. I'm going to just check. Don Little. I think. Okay. So is Don Little still on? Congratulations, Don. If you are still on, Don, I can email you, but could you send me an email with your name and address to Miss Rita to the Rescue at gmail.com. So Don Little, I know we have a couple of Dons here. I know we have one of those game show Dons, John Walsh, but this is John Little. Congratulations, you've won. And that is, if you send me email, the prizes will not go out until the end of the month. So if you won early in the month, you'd be like, where's my prize? But we don't send them out until the end of the month, okay? So let's go down and have a look at how this is going to go together. And I'll get all set up here so that you guys can see what we're doing. All right, so this is the card that I made, and let's have a look. These are the adhesive vinyl elements. Now we are going to need some transfer tape, and we're going to need something to weed it with. And it would be nice if I had my BrightPad Go, but I didn't even think of that. Talk about not knowing about marketing. So anyway, this is the vinyl, and again, it's on. I did do the premium vinyl with high pressure or more pressure, and we're going to start at the corner and just start weeding. Now, one trick I do like to do, but I didn't do here, is sometimes I like to go in and take out the inside of the letters. It seems to help with the tension of the vinyl. But you don't have to do it that way, but it's like a little tip you can do. And if not, if you don't do it, you just have to go back and weed out all of these little pieces by hand afterwards. So do it before or after. It's up to you. All right. And this is that love you with all my heart. I just don't know where this image was. Why? I'm pretty sure it's a Cricut image. I'll figure it out and I'll tell you about it. Okay. So there's our inside of our card vinyl. Let's have a look at the outside, the X's and O's. Now, this one here, it's a pretty big piece of vinyl, so I wanted to take the inside of the O's off. Look at this dog hair all over it. That's okay. It's kind of static cling, I think, in winter especially. So, I'm just taking out the inside of the O's. So see, you can do this before or after. And yes, a bright pad would work, especially on a day like today. But I don't have mine in within arm's reach. Okay. All right. So I took out all of the inside of the O's. So let us go ahead and start at the top. Now this has a little crease in it. That's okay. Don't worry, we'll fix that. So I'm going to start at the top left-hand corner, and I'm going to start peeling away the vinyl. Now, when you peel away vinyl, it's best you don't do it like this. I don't know if this, it sort of kind of makes sense. You don't want it to touch the other thing, but I like to kind of roll it like this. The reason why I like to do that is after years of messing up my vinyl, when I was removing the extra, I found that I can easily, if something doesn't come up all the way, I can sort of easily just kind of roll it back and get it on there. Also, it will, I can sort of crumple it up with my hand. You see here, crumpling it up with my hand. And in the end, the right hand is going to have all the vinyl. It's stuck to me. So there is the vinyl. Now you see there is a crease here, but that's okay. We'll take care of that. We will press that down. We also have this little heart, and this heart's going to go on here. So this is a 2-layer design with a 1-layer design on the inside. My machine just stopped. Okay, so I'm going to need some transfer tape in order to do this project. I want to make sure I get a big enough piece of transfer tape. So I use my transfer tape and sort of eyeball it from here. Then I choose a line, and then I cut all the way up to the top. Now, this is 12 inches, so I'm not going to need the entire thing. I am just going to lay it here on top, and I'm going to cut right around here. I don't have to be that precise because transfer tape doesn't, you don't keep it. You can reuse it, but we'll use this little piece for the inscription. Okay, so there is our cutout. We're going to work on black first, and then we'll work on the heart. Okay, so I'm going to remove the transfer tape from its backing. All right. I'm not going to remove it all the way. I'm going to peel a little bit of it off. Kind of trying to create kind of like a lip or a starting point. So if this is easy for you to do, try it because I think it's easy. All right, so we're going to do it this way, and then I'm going to take my design and I'm going to place that part we just peeled off right here at the top. Okay. Everything's crashed down on me. Okay, so there's our design, and there's the top of my transfer tape, but not the whole thing. Now what I can do is start peeling this top. Okay, now you use two hands with this, but my left hand, because I'm right-handed, my left hand is going to be pushing down the transfer tape onto my design, and my right hand is pulling back the transfer tape, like it's, what do you call it, the sticker, the non-sticky back. Okay, just like this. Now I didn't do it too terribly straight, and I see here that I've got an X and an O that's not completely covered. Is it? No, it's not. So if this happens to you, you can just take a little tiny piece of transfer tape and just put it on over the existing tape. Okay, that's it. It's kind of like a little patch job. That's all you do. Just like that. Press it down. Now we want to take our scraper. You can use anything really, as long as you scrape. And we're scraping, scraping, scraping. This is so that we can release it from the tape easily. So easy. So here we go. Scraping. I turn it over and scrape from the back too, just to make it things easier. And let's have a look at how it's going to peel. So from the back, I'm just going to start, and look, it's already peeling off. That's because I did the scraping. But you know what happens sometimes? That it doesn't completely come off. So you can do a couple things here. You just come back and hit it again with your scraper. You should get all the pieces, or you can kind of coax it as you're putting it on to your surface. So let's get our surface. Where is it? Here it is. This is our our 7x5 surface. Now, if this helps you, you can go ahead and clean up your edges. It might help me because I put this on kind of wonky. So I'm going to clean it up just to be kind of like for my looking process. Okay, so this is my card base. I'm going to do the same thing I did with the backing of the transfer tape. I'm going to start a little bit, get sort of like a little edge, but this one I'm going to do much better. I'm going to do it better. All right, so here's the top of my transfer tape, and this is the bottom here. Okay, so I'm going to again cut. Just don't want to cut my design, but I'm just cutting like a little lip off of the top. All right. Now I've got to make sure that this is going to go on correctly. So I'm glad I cut off those little edges. I think this is going to work. I'm going to check the right side. Yep, it's going to work on the right side too. All right, so now I can press down this little bit. Now, trying not to move my base, I'm going to flip this up and get this started. Okay, and using that two-hand method, I'm pushing on this side and pulling on this right side with my right hand, you see. I am going to sort of roll this off and onto my card. I hope this works. But if it doesn't work, you guys learning at least this technique, I'm trying to make sure you understand it's not like scary to use the vinyl, especially if you kind of coax it along. Here we go. Here's some more. See what's going on? Pretty good. Don't want to put all my chickens in one basket, or my eggs for that matter. um, okay, so here we go. Some more. Zoom. Yes. All right. Again with the the scraper just to make sure it works. Now I'm going to take this. Now I have to take off the transfer tape. Okay. So one thing I want to mention about working with paper and transfer tape is cheap paper will sometimes cause a problem. Now, I didn't use super cheap paper, but I am seeing a little bit of lift here. And so that is kind of troublesome to me. If it's possible, try not to press down too hard. So when you remove the transfer tape, it doesn't take the top surface of the paper with you. Okay, but it doesn't look wrong. It's just one of those things where you just kind of like, it's not perfect. But you know what? Life isn't perfect. So this is what we're doing. So I'm taking off the transfer tape and just kind of rolling it back from here. All right. Yay! There's the front of our card. Now we still have to do our little heart. Where's our heart? Come on, heart. Gotta find it. Hold on just a second, because it was right here. Nope, that's not it. Ay, are you kidding me? Uh, all right, I'm gonna find it. So let's go on as far as the rest of the card goes, and then we will come back to the heart. Okay. So here's the inside piece of my card. There's the score line. I'm just gonna fold it like this on the score line. All right. I could have done that a little bit better. You wanted to double up the score line so that it would show better. You could do that as well. All right. So here is the inside of the card. The outside of the card is, maybe it's here. I'm looking for my heart. This is going to be driving me nuts. Okay, so there's my insert, or my inside my card. I'm going to need another little bit of transfer tape. So let's go ahead and do the same thing we just did with the big X's and O's. All right, so we're just taking off the back of the transfer tape. Okay. This smaller design, so I'm just going to put it on like this. I don't need to do the rolling like we did, but it's because it's a smaller design. Now, I like to trim, but you guys don't have to. It's up to you, whatever you like. I'm kind of a little neat neck. And let's get rid of this stuff. All right, let's make sure we scrape it on really well, because there's a lot of loopies on this. And this is harm in doing this. You probably get a little bit of your anxiety out doing this too. All right, here we go. Now we're going to try to remove it. Now this is, I would suggest for something this loopy, is I would suggest trying to remove it almost all the way, just because you have things that sort of stick out, like see right there. And when you're doing it this way, you're not going to do it on your card. It won't ruin your card, and also it will look neater, but also it'll make you feel like less stressed. Okay, so here I'm almost done. It's gonna work, so I'm just gonna press this back down and come in on my card with my halfway mark. There we go. There's the inside of my card, and this is where it's gonna go. So I'm now going to remove it all the way. All right, and I am going to place it here. I like to hold on to some of that transfer tape just because I don't want to press it all the way down again, because of you're working on paper. All right, so here we go. There it is. Now we have the inside of our card and we have the outside of our card without that heart. I also want to note that there is where that crease was. So if I want to make sure that crease gets out of there, I can use, I don't know if you can see that, but I can use my, you can either use your finger or you can use your scraper, like this, to sort of press down that crease. So if it creases, it's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world either. Okay, so then I'm going to take some double stick tape. If you have a tape runner, that works too, or glue if you don't have either. I'm going to put this on the back of the card face. I like to put some in the middle and then around the four sides so it's real sturdy. And then I'm going to peel off this. All right. Almost. Sometimes it lifts a little. That's okay. All right. And then I'm going to take this. Make sure you're putting it on the correct way. You want the heart to be here when you find it. When I find it. All right. And then I'm just going to line it up with the card face and press down. And there's my card. Missing heart. I understand that. Let's pretend that it's there because, man, I can't seem to find it. It was right here and I showed it to you too. So I don't know. Maybe I threw it out of the way or something. Anyway, so if you wanted, just imagine that you have that heart. Boy, I really messed up. I'm sorry. I don't know where it went off to. But if you want to imagine that this heart is there, you would also put this on transfer tape and just place it inside of the card. Okay? So I apologize. Don't know where it went. Let me just double check. No, that's not it. Check under my... Nope. I do not see it. Oh, well. Let me check under my machine. Nope. It's not under my machine. All right. Well, we just have to pretend, folks, that my heart is there. And my heart is there. So there is our card. Isn't it adorable? And so professional looking. And you could, love you with all my heart. I just think it's a cute card and it looks professional. It's very little cutting, no gluing, and easy to do with this really nice premium vinyl. Okay, that's it for today. And I got to tell you, I'm a little bit strung out because I can't find that heart. So I'm going to save your mail for tomorrow. I'm sorry, but I just don't want to keep you too long. And I'm going to go on the hunt for this heart. So thank you all for coming. I think tomorrow is this card. And then Wednesday we're doing iron on. So if you want, I can try to give you this design space file. Also, don't forget, you can still put your name in using the link that's in the description after the video is over. Okay, so go back to the replay and find the link to put your name in for one of the three other Cricut BrightPad Goes that we're giving away. All right, everyone, that's it for me today. Sorry about the technical difficulties. Can't really do much about the weather. And we will see you again tomorrow. I hope you make this card. It's really super simple. All right. Take care, everyone.